Okay. Now, aggressive positioning coming out of Nilbog and the Vlad here. Looks like they're just gonna get a deep ward here and back off. The blue about to spawn.
You're a few seconds behind.
Am I? Yikers, bro, and we're here. Looks like this is gonna be poking Vlad pretty heavily with a Q. Let's see. We do see Lee Sin moving down to the bot lane for an early gank. He's gonna go in, misses Q, decides to back off. So we're gonna get some poke onto the Morgana. The Morgana getting chunked decently low.
I know we did talk about runes a little bit earlier. I missed that Ashe did take fleet footwork. Little troll on Ashe right now, as you want to go Comet and play the max W build. That's the most efficient way to play her. So seeing the fleet footwork, I'm assuming he's looking to play aggro and lane. I don't, maybe late game
We
to
do
kite
see
the
the
Darius.
Sejuani moving into the Karthus' blue buff. Narrowly gonna miss seeing each other, and it looks like Sejuani's gonna get this blue buff for free. Darius again shoving KO. That's what KO wants to do here. Just play safe. Let Darius shove him.
Zyra taking a
Shove
lot of
her.
damage bot. Nothing's gonna come out of it.
Looks like both junglers are gonna trade scuttles here. We do see the Sejuani coming out, and Karthus is gonna go ahead and steal that scuttle.
Wow, what a play.
The side of Ward the Bush, I want to say. No.
Or the bush is red.
Where the bush is
Who's
red.
I'm having a brain fart here. Wasted potential. Side of wasted potential is gonna get both scuttles here. We're gonna see Lee Sin coming for gank mid. Nothing's gonna really come. Vlad, of course, a really safe champ. He can just pull and back off. Sejuani looking pretty low here. Doesn't look like she's gonna die to red though.
Karthus blows his flash and Ignite gets a kill
Karthus
mid.
manages to get first blood, playing aggro,
That was a great play.
abusing Deathstone for using his pool when Lee Sin ganked. So he
Sejuani
was able
is
to
gonna
go
have to back
aggro.
off the red buff here. Very unfortunate for the Sejuani. Gonna reset that red buff.
Wasn't
man.
your smite up?
And it was
I don't know.
kind of a throw from Sejuani. Had her smite, but for some reason didn't smite, instead allowing the red buff to.
That's game right there.
There's the throw, baby. It's Morgana looking for a Q. He doesn't find anything. Lee Sin realizing his blue's gone. I want to say looking for an invade here. Yup, he's going to go ahead and move over to that Sejuani, whose red buff is up now. It does
Yeah,
look
the
like
red-
they're about to connect. Who's going to get vision on who first? Sejuani is going to see Lee Sin jump onto her Krug. She's going to ping it. Kale's coming in for the
Yep, KO's coming in.
collapse. And it does look
He
like
should
Lee
have
Sin go down here.
W over wall if he doesn't.
He has to burn flash.
Flashes.
Sejuani flashes after him aggressively. Darius coming down. This could turn
This
potentially
could be
bad.
a turn.
KO
You
with the
definitely
flash!
don't want to get Darius.
Oh,
they're
no.
not-
This is
It
gonna be
does look-
disastrous!
Darius at
Darius
least get.
is about to
It's
pop
gone.
off! Picks
Oh,
up
they're gonna
one!
get both.
Gonna get two! And this Darius is now fed! No, only one.
Not
No,
sure why
he
he
gets
burned
two.
flash there. Didn't need a burner to get that kill. The bleed was going to do her in, even with the heal, but that is a double kill. They do turn the collapse off, and definitely not what they want to see. A fed Darius in their game. As Darius does snowball
Darius, you're gonna
extremely
hit a
hard
fed
if you
card.
let him. We are at 6 minutes in, and wasted potential is 3-0.
Already a 1.3 ping.
Now, you know I like asking these questions throughout the game, but what's the win condition here for both sides, B-Fogs, as the game currently stands?
I think at this point, they just got to be super careful with this Darius. He is clearly ahead. He has a lead. Karthus as well has a lead. So if Darius goes in, Karthus can assist, and they're gonna secure kills if they can both link their R's up on a single target for sure. So I think they just have to play super safe around Darius. And at this point, I think they try to play through bot and get this Ashe ahead. She does have a slight CS lead, so maybe they could build off that. They do have a lot of CC to pin them down. Maybe not the Sivir, but for sure the Zyra. Maybe that's the focus when they want to go gank bot. Nilbog could CC lock her up. Ashe could slow for sure. Morgana could stun them. Root them, my bad. But I think that's the win condition, is playing through bot at this point, as you don't want to force anything into this Darius, because they don't have any reliable mobility to stop him from using his Q to heal up other than Sejuani dashing in.
Yeah, we are seeing a slight CS lead in the jungle as well. Lee Sin 2 camps up over the Sejuani. Sejuani about to close the gap and make it 1.
Oh, they might meet here at the blue buff.
Lee Sin
Lee Sin's
does get
gonna-
vision on the Sejuani. He's gonna land the key. He's gonna go in, look for something. Sejuani's just gonna back off here. Smart play not to re-engage there. But it does look like Lee Sin's in danger getting
As
collapsed
we're
on.
looking, nothing's gonna happen.
Vlad walking pretty far up, considering the fact that he knows Lee Sin's in his jungle somewhere. He has no vision on him. No vision at
This
He
is
does
gonna be
now,
the
though.
He's
Vladimir
gonna
going
go
down
for the
this.
blue buff.
Vladimir's
He is
gonna
gonna
go
see
down
the
to
ward.
Karthus.
Oh, he never
No.
1 HP, and that's what she said about Dark Harvest. If he would have took Dark Harvest, he would have had the kill. His Predator wasn't up for that extra damage.
Yeah, very interesting choice of runes, but as we saw from last
Lee
night's
Sin level
game,
6. He wants to kill.
those light. Oh, we are going to see the Asher engage on Lee Sin. He's going to get stunned. Organic unit does look like
He's going down.
And that is going to be a kill onto the side of Ward the Bush.
I think they
Now,
should have
we
given it to
did
the
see it
Ashe.
a lot. We did see it a lot in the series last night. Obviously, we're talking about the Draven choosing, I believe it was Fleet over Pressy Attack. And like we said, so many kills that could have been secure if he had taken the Pressy Attack runes. And I think this might be a similar game. Karthus is probably going to lose a lot of those kills that he probably could have had, especially with how far his team's ahead. All he has to do is save that ult for a team fight cleanup, and that's could be insta 5 stacks, honestly.
Can he proc?
That's one thing I love
Can he
about.
proc it while he's dead? Like Predator?
No, you can't. They changed that after Jungle Karthus became a big thing.
Yeah, so very interesting choice of runes from the Karthus. Definitely would have gone with pure cards. Lee gonna go in, tries to find something, doesn't see anything. Both bot laners back.
He's just gonna
Sinjwani
keep him
is
here.
alone. He's just gonna stop the back. It does look like he wants to. He's gonna walk away from Dragon. They do
Gonna
know
take Scuttle.
Red. They do know Ward the Bush has no vision on it. Might be a smart play here for them to start Dragon on the side of wasted potentials, because that Sinjwani is gonna back because she's low. They know Bod's barely coming back over. Might have been the smarter play to just start drag there, because all that would have been able to contest from the side of Ward the Bush would have been that Vlad, who would have instantly died had he tried to jump on for them. But looks like they're just gonna play it safe, back off here, reset. Now we are seeing a pretty big CS difference in the top lane now, as Darts is constantly shoving the Kale under tower, trying to give up as little as possible. That Kale is level 8 though, and does have those ranged autos now.
Yeah, but that double kill on the Darius just really set her far behind.
Karthus pulling away in the mid lane as well in terms of CS. Vlad struggling to keep up. Now we're seeing a CS difference in almost every lane. excluding the bot lane, which is only slightly ahead.
Yeah, that gold lead has grown to 2K while giving up a kill.
The only one with a gold lead on the side of Ward of the Bush will be coming through the support. Everyone else on Ward of the Bush is behind. The support is only up like 30 gold, so it's not even like that much of a lead.
Oh, Darius is looking for a play here. He's got 4 stacks. He's gonna go ahead and back up. Does not want to risk a tower dive, especially with that K
Yeah,
ultimate up.
with that ultimate, she's so good surviving towers, so better not risk it and give her the shutdown. He can keep shoving in
Lee
these
Sin in the
waves, getting
mid
a
lane
bigger
here.
CS advantage.
Looks like he's just gonna go ahead and walk off. We are gonna see a fight break out here. The ignite's coming out from Vladimir and Karthus now. Vlad gonna go ahead and
Flash
flash in. Oh, but Karthus does have that ult, and we are gonna see it come in, survive it,
I
and
don't
it
think. Oh, it is.
Karthus is gonna get that kill.
That Predator will be the extra. No, he didn't even get Predator. It looks like he got hit twice. Oh, Iron Gamer hit with the Ash arrow, but it's not going to be enough as Rich just chases them down, throwing some autos to take a tower shot. I think they're going to be forced to back.
Yeah,
Both
it does
junglers
look like
are coming
they're gonna
down
be forced to back here. Sinjwani looking for something. Probably not the smartest play considering Lee Sin's here, and
They saw
both
Lee on the
her
ward.
bot laners are weak.
I think Sejuani's
This
just guarding.
could be pretty bad for them if they do choose to engage here.
Oh, they do.
Sinjwani's gonna go over the wall and
Sejuani
look for
goes over the
something.
wall.
Gonna get the Morgana shield on her, but they're just gonna back off. Forced to burn flash.
Flash wasted for Sejuani there.
Not sure what she was doing going in there. Both of her laners were weak. They knew the vision was there. Lee Sin looking for something here. Gonna go ahead and take the Scryer's Bloom and just back off. Meanwhile, the bot lane of Wasted Potential taking some tower plays here.
One thing I do want to bring up is most teams are doing a bot lane where their ADC is a much higher elo than their support. A lot of players are putting their lowest elo at support, and both of these teams had took a different approach where in their bot lane their support is a much higher elo than their ADC. So I think that's something we could point out, that both of these teams are kind of unique with that. I think both supports are gold and both ADCs are bronze. Most teams have that swapped around. Do you have any thoughts about how they came forward with their bot lanes?
Now,
I mean, I think the Ashmore combo is a really strong combo right now. There's just so much poke, so much safety, and you can really chain CC together and burn someone down. On the other hand, Sivir and Zaya, they just don't really have great chemistry together. I would have much rather have seen like a Lucian or a Kai'Sa or something more aggressive to go along with that Zyra to try to punish this Ashmore bot lane.
I do want to go ahead and bring up, I do kind of like that idea, especially because that gives them room to put higher elo players in different roles. As all they got to do is just sit back and wait for their jungler or let their top lane carry. It's kind of almost like being that the support's probably the best person to make the shot call, so everyone else can actually focus on just playing the champ, focusing on the mechanics. It might not be the worst decision to actually give the lower elo players the only job of just focusing on the game, focusing on what they should be doing to output the most damage possible in a team fight, and just letting the support make the calls here.
I think it also matters like a lot what you have in other lanes. If you're running a plat high gold jungle and mid, then you can throw your bot lane on a silver support and a silver AD carry and just sit back, play safe, and not let them get fed.
I do want to take a moment to point out the fact that both Wasted potential solo laners up 2-0 in terms of kills here. And both have a CS lead on their opponent. The Darius being 2k gold above the Kale.
They should really get Rift. Where does
Oh, we're gonna
Darius
see
go from
Asher
here?
onto the Sivir, and it looks like she's not gonna be able to get out of it. It's not gonna be enough. Asher's gonna go ahead and pick up the kill on a Sivir. Then Juani coming in looking for more. Just gonna go ahead and back away here as Zyra pokes out.
Now she did have her spell shield when the Asher was coming, or Rich. I just don't think he was able to react fast enough, because he for sure had his E up. So I just don't think. Wait. Yeah.
Might be an argument to have high re though. ADCs.
That is true. That does play into the fact of the low reload ADC not being able to make that high low call in a split second. Like Chaos should probably spell shield to nullify this ult and walk away.
Yeah, and she had
Yeah.
her flash up. If she spell shield the ult and more CC came, she could have flashed.
Now they are doing what you talked about earlier, playing through the bot lane, realizing like, hey, mid's behind, top's behind, but they're not that bad of players. Maybe we should just sit back, let them farm, and play through this bot side. And we are seeing that coming out of Sinjwani. She constantly rotates to the bot lane, looking for anything she can force or pick up here. We are going to see the Darius and Lee Sin on the side of Waste Potential picking up that Rift Herald. Where do they want to put it, Boggs? If you were them, where would you call the Rift Herald play at?
I think they look for mid. They already got the top tier one down. Taking that first mid tower would really open up the map. It would allow them to get into the jungle.
Oh, she doesn't spell shield.
We are going to
She's
see a fight here
dead.
in the bot lane. Both
Another Ashe ult landing while
sides
she had
losing
spell
one for
shield
one.
up.
And the Darius is going to pick up the kill on the Vlad in the mid lane, narrowly getting out. Only further extending that lead.
He drops Rift. He's gonna get this turret.
This is going to be turned. We do see the ping coming out from the side of Wasted Potential. Looking for help in the Rift play as Darius does have to back up here. He is in danger of getting killed and letting all that shutdown go to the side of Ward the Bush. Lee Sin just going to go in and back up here. Rift going down, not really getting a tower out of it. Doing a good chunk to the mid tower though. I don't think that was a smart play by Darius. Yeah, I see he just killed the mid laner, but he didn't really know where the rest of Ward the Bush was, and he was low himself, so he couldn't really contest.
Oh,
We are going to see the KO TP into the
TP.
bot lane, looking for the kill on Azira. She's going to get ignited,
Huge.
looking for
She's
anything.
flashed.
Oh, she does pull out the ult, and nothing
And
Azira can do
Sivir
with that
flash for that?
invincibility ult. Oh, we are going to see the Karthus ult. Oh, but KO is going to go ahead and go into stasis and survive that play with the
Karthus
stopwatch room.
flashes in. Morgana has to flash out. Really low here. They could dive. This tower is very low. Yo, do skirmish mid. Lee Sin's gonna get caught out on the side. Well, you might have enough to stay away. Darius takes down 2. That's gonna be 3.
So something I do want to point out is Tai is a Darius one trick. So again, there's 2 one tricks on this team who didn't even get banned out at all. I know Irate Gamer mains Zyra, so I don't know where they were putting their bans to or what was being banned, but it does look like they got all their like mains through.
Yeah, and they're hard carrying on this Darius and the Karthus.
So maybe next game you know, we hope to see maybe a ban of the Darius and Karthus, get them off their one tricks. Maybe maybe Word of the Bush thought they could win despite what champions they let them have. I don't know what happened with the bans. I wasn't really looking at that. But definitely something to go back and think about. One thing I do want to point out is Ward of the Bush has never lost a game 1. So we will see how this goes.
Oh,
we do have
pause.
a pause.
Mother OP. What's this about?
They paused the game to go to the bathroom, I think. If I read that correctly. So while it's paused, we could just, you know, just looking at this game, looking at the gold, this Darius is definitely one big boy. 2.5k over anyone else on the side of War of the Bush. That's almost a full black cleaver, almost. So he's
Yeah, and he's
basically,
about to go back and buy.
yeah, he's
He's got a lot
basically
of gold
up
in
a
his
core.
pocket. Where do you think he goes from here? Does he split push or does he just stay grouped with the team?
I think at this point they just group up. Um, their bot lane's a little bit ahead. I hope, yeah, he does have the Merc Shreds. He went
They
Trinity
could look
first.
for they can look for an early Baron too. They definitely have the damage with the Karthus.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they should group. I think they win groups. But I don't know if Darius is beefy enough yet to frontline and just face roll the enemy team.
Guess we're gonna see after the back what he buys because it looks like he's gonna get a Visage, and I mean we'll see if he goes into tank or more damage after that. Maybe a Sterox Gauge or a Black Cleaver for a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they send him bot lane just to take that tower gold. Try to get Lee Sin to, you know, hover around bot because they could 2v2 that Ashe and Morgana. Lee Sin and Darius for sure should be
Oh
able to
yeah,
2v2 them as long as
easily.
they don't get like heavily outplayed by Ashe being able to kite or Morgana's black shield.
Yeah, definitely a lot of options for them to outplay, but you know, if this Darius was running Ghost, he would have a lot easier time with that.
Definitely. I just think Darius should be sent bot just to pick up that extra tower gold. Have Lee Sin,
Mm-hmm.
cover bot for a bit. Um, Again, I don't think or the Bush could even pressure Baron. I don't think they're strong enough to even attempt to do it. So I think they don't have to worry too much about if he goes bot, them rushing down the Baron. So I think he just gets that tower gold. They open up the map a little bit more, and then they could probably just let him split push bot, and have the rest of the team group up and you know, if he gets too far up, he could always TP away and they could just instantly force Baron because they are going to have to
Yep,
send two people to stop him.
at
So if they do
least.
send two people, he could just TP right to Baron and they could
I mean,
rush it
I
down.
think he could 1v2 the Kale Sedge easily. I would say they don't have enough damage to burst through him, especially with the Visage going to be finished up. The Sivir is great on the side of PD right now, or wasted potential, excuse me, because she can just perma push mid. That will give you priority to rotating to either of the lanes. So if they do collapses 3 or 4 on the Darius, the
I
other
know
5 could get there very quickly.
we did bring up the Ghost with Darius, but he does have the Sivir. So, Sivir could help him
Yeah.
make up for not having Ghost. So even if they do group, Ashe will be able to slow him. Sejuani they do have a lot of slows. They do have
Mm-hmm.
hard CC with Morgana. But if he's able to just walk around the abilities, or maybe even flank and, get into the back line, he could do some serious damage. They don't even have to dive. They
Mm-hmm.
do win front to back fights with just how strong this Darius is.
One thing I did want to mention too is he took tenacity in his runes in addition to getting the Merc Treads, so the CC will not affect him quite as long, which will be a big help if he gets chain CC'd by Morgana Q and ult. And we're resuming. Yep, Darius picked up that Spirit Visage. Just going to make it even harder for Kayle to answer him on the sideways. And it looks like he's going to be building to a Black Cleaver after that.
Alright, I'm also back. I was just giving my puppy some attention.
Oh, Sedge and Moore got to pick on Lee, but the Darius being there able to get them out. Looks like they're grouping 4 down bot to try to force down this tower. They could die at 4v3.
Yeah, they definitely could make a dive. That tower is only going to take 3 shots before it actually goes down. So if they do dive, they're not going to take a whole lot of damage from the tower. But it's going to be hard for them to walk into the tower with the CC they do offer. Definitely not the play to let this Kayle just farm up alone in the side lane like that. That could be bad 2-letter scale. Does she still have her true damage at 16? Or do they take that?
No, they removed the true damage, but they buffed other forms of damage. So she's not quite as hard of a late game carry, but she becomes more impactful earlier now. But once she gets to level 16, she's going to be very, very scary. Silver pops ult to try to catch up to the bot lane, but they just spell shield and walk away.
She is going to go ahead and miss that control word there. Now we do see the Kayle closing. What was it? 30 CS difference.
She's
What's up, you
ahead.
whores? Are you guys commentating?
Yeah, you want to join?
Can do it for a little bit. You guys heard the new Post Malone song?
No.
Fire, bro.
Have you heard the new Ava Max song?
I listen to it. Give me lyrics.
We are going to see the Kayle get chunked here. The Zyra ult coming out.
You guys need to get more hype. You're just like stating things. Put an exclamation mark after that bitch.
You can't get hyped until the actual fight starts. Cause then
No,
if
you
you
can
get
get
hyped all the
fucking
time,
hyped
if you
over-
get hyped all the
Holy
time
shit,
when the
that
actual
Kayle
fight
just
starts,
got
you get hyped. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's whatever. It's just a team fight. Like commenting like,
Entertaining.
oh yeah, what do they want to do here? Oh well, actually, B-Fox, they want to be playing around this Darius here because he's fucking 6-0, and this game's just about over because he's gonna
You're
run every
literally
fight to
at
the
the
ground.
level my English teacher reads the books at. You need to take it from like a 2 to 10.
How do you want me to commentate a fed Darius? He flashes in the backline, goes in!
No, even
Goes
if
in
you're
Wait,
one v
fucking-
Darius is
five.
gonna
They're
go
gonna
down!
kick
He inted!
They got him down.
Yes,
Oh, the Karthus
scream.
ult.
This
Where's
could
that
be.
Nuke down,
energy I
takes
was
down the
seeing when
Kayle.
Troy
Kayle
was
didn't even
casting
ult.
Chubbs? I know he
Oh!
got it, bro.
2 of them inted! Oh, Karthus. So,
Oh,
for
Karthus
every
gets a
person
double.
that ints, Karthus just makes a play to save his team.
I want Pat to text me that he can hear you screaming from his room again. Come on, bro,
Yikes.
get this shit going.
I can't scream, dude. Everyone's home tonight.
Yeah, they come into your room, you can bitch slap them and tell them you're busy. We need to. I'm telling you, we need to put this league to the fucking top, to the stars.
Yeah, to start with that, you gotta get an active staff team.
Oh,
Yikes,
God.
bro. Yikes.
I stopped doing my English homework to join. Ooh.
Oh my god, don't even use that excuse. You just looked at Discord and said, thank god I can stop doing English homework and go talk to someone.
Ooh, no, I joined to check up on my fucking favorite league to hear Decimus. Oh yeah, it's Hell Guys. Huh.
Because there wasn't a fight going on. Like, they're not doing much but rotating, really.
Yeah,
He still
this is.
screams. Get a
I feel
ball.
like
Oh,
I'm watching a
Sedgwick.
We
TSM
are gonna
game
see a
where
team fight
nothing
break out
happens.
here around the Dragon Pit. This Darius looking to get the 5 stacks off. Not gonna find anything. Gonna get kited out by the ice. Gonna have to back up here.
That
Looks
language
like Ward the
would just
Bush will get
a
them.
little more volume. If you guys have like those 5-hour energy things, pop like 4 in a bottle of Dasani. Make sure it's cold.
Well, there's no fighting going on. It's just like all rotating.
Fucking
Yeah, it'll be like
commentate the
it'll be
scuttle.
like someone gets caught out. We're gonna see Darius get the hook off from Sejuani here. Sejuani's gonna ult. They are gonna be trying to focus down.
He
Darius is
gets
gonna
one.
get his ult off. He's gonna dunk the Sejuani. He's gonna dunk onto the Vladimir. Vladimir's gonna survive, drop him down. He's gonna get the Kayle shield. He's gonna get bursted down by the Zyra immediately afterwards. And it looks like both sides are just gonna back up here.
Just a 3-for-3. No one really comes out ahead, but it looks like Ward the Bush is just dragging this game on longer, giving Kayle the opportunity to get to her late game.
I
And
think
the
this is
fucking scuttle crab running down the river.
I think this is exactly what Ward of the Bush needs. They want to stall this game out. They want their Kayle and Ashe to scale up. Vladimir scales really well. Morgana's cancer late game because if she catches you, you're just going to get punished. And
And this
even a
Sejuani's
Sejuani
gonna
could
get
get
so
tanky.
tanky. It's gonna get so tanky and just tank all that Darius damage.
Okay, did Darius go Black Cleaver or Triforce?
He
Try.
went Triforce.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, so we are gonna see pretty one-sided late game if we can get to it. Karthus is gonna scale up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. When you're gonna have the Vladimir who has his pull. He's building Zanya's. You're gonna have Kayle with her ultimate. You're gonna have Sejuani, who's just gonna become a tank monster late game.
Yeah,
Like,
this Sivir is making a big mistake in
not gonna be
not going
enough.
Infinity. She's not going to have the damage to tear through the Sejuani.
Now, Fogs, we are 28 minutes into the game. What's the win condition for both sides here? In your professional opinion.
Um, I think Ward of the Bush is playing it how they need to. They are catching the Darius out. The Darius does go Frozen Mallet. Not the item I would have gone myself. I think he should have won a Sterox. He needs to be tankier.
Definitely wants to.
He needs to
Definitely
avoid being
wants that.
bursted down because Ward of the Bush, they're focusing him down really well, and he is going super aggro. So when they all turn on him, they're able to, you know, get rid of the threat right away.
Yeah, one of the reasons Darius is so dominant in solo queues because he can just carry those team fights once he gets his 5 stacks off. But being this a flex game where they do have comms with each other, Ward the Bush just isn't allowing that to happen. Bursting him down almost as soon as he can stack his 5 stacks. He's instantly turn on him once he even gets close to it, minimizing the damage he can cause with his
And they have
5 stacks.
so much CC to keep them off their backline carries.
But here's the thing: when the enemy team is forced to focus Darius, who's the front line, it really gives the other team's damage takers some time to just burst those people when they're focusing their tank, which I feel like is really good
Well,
for the other team.
That is the
The
thing
Sivir
though.
just does
Darius
not
is
have the
their solo
damage.
carry. Yeah, Sivir is 0 and 4, well behind the Ashe, and this Darius is their solo carry, which is why I feel like Darius should not be the one to initiate here, but it should actually be lead looking for an engage onto one of their squishies to knock him into Darius, so Darius can get his ult out. Preferably someone like the Ashe who can't run away as easily, or like the Vlad who can pull, but can also get like who Darius can also stick onto with his hook and W. We are gonna see the Ashe arrow come out, not gonna find anything.
I feel like the stalling could be beneficial for both teams though, because it's going to give the chance for the people on Darius' team who are kind of behind to get back in the game and really output while they're focusing down to Darius, which is going to hurt eventually.
That is true, but at the same time, there's just too many late game monsters on the side of with the bush. You have a Kayle, you have a Vlad.
Oh,
But
Sedge
we are
goes
gonna
in.
see an engage onto this the Zyra
Zyra gets out. Vlad
Gonna be
flashes in.
forced to
Oh,
flash
Vladimir
away.
might be caught. Not going to be able to do much.
It looks like Darius is gonna get the dunk off on Vladimir. He's gonna get 5 stacks. He's gonna hit Sejuani. By the kill. Do you see the Karthus ult coming out? And Karthus is just gonna kill the entire team with his ultimate.
He got a triple kill. They were all half health. That was an absolute nuke. They're gonna push for
Right, the
him. They
Karthus
might go
putting
in.
the damage out. That could be the game. They had the dead time. It's only one up his
25
count. She
seconds
did
on
burn her
Vlad
ultimate.
Morgana. They might be able to enter.
It does
And
look like
Carson
they're gonna
with
push
the
for
5-man ult triple kill.
Karthus is gonna flash in, not gonna find anything. Kill's just gonna back up here. Darius flashes in, gets a hook
This
off,
is
might
going
be
to
the
be
kill.
the game.
And that is gonna be the game.
Gonna survive, but doesn't matter.
And it
Voice
does look
potential.
like voice
What I
potential
said.
is gonna close out here.
Focusing the
They
Darius.
take game
31
one.
minutes
Pretty
into the
dominant
game.
fashion.
Close out after a huge Karthus ulti.
Wait, so is that the end of the series?
That was
That
game
was
one.
game one.
What? How long of a game was it? It started at 7:45. It's almost 9. No way. It had to
Yeah.
be installed or something. How long was this game?
31 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it got stalled.
Yeah,
Quite
it
a
did
bit.
get
It did.
stalled.
Okay, who stalled what? Like, who stalled? Whose fault was it?
I think it was less of stalling and just them not really knowing how to end quick enough.
They
No,
did
like,
pause the game at one point.
no, because the game was 30 minutes long, and if it started at 7:45 my time and just finished at
There was a pause.
8:54, how long was the pause?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the reason of the pause was, but mid pause, someone said they were gonna go to the bathroom, and it just
Okay.
stalled out a little longer. So, it wasn't
Did
purposely stalled out. I just think
did it
during the
start
pause.
out on time? Like, were both teams in the lobby
No,
ready with play draft
I don't
on
think so.
time?
I don't think so.
Okay,
The,
who's late?
no. They were gonna reschedule the game another day because people were supposed to be busy. Um, then the like no one's really upset about it. Was it
I'm
wasted
upset
potential?
about it.
Wasted potential was supposed to one of their players weren't gonna make it, so they wanted to change a day. And then Word of the Bush told their they told their team they're not playing, and their jungler had classes, and I think he went out after he didn't know there was a game, and then when he got back he realized there was a game. So I wouldn't really say it's anyone's fault. It's just something that they decided to do last minute.
Okay, but who's getting the shit kicked out of them?
No one.
Because I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So
What's my Discord? Oh, I kind of want to talk to this dude in Discord, not in fucking chat.
I'm getting kind of tilted, dude. I'm looking at my Twitch chat, and staff are just blatantly breaking rules right now.
What are the numbers in my thing?
What?
What's the numbers in my Discord?
Oh yeah, I know that by heart. Let me think.
I
Oh,
can't.
it's
I can't see while I'm
hashtag
streaming.
8138.
Thank one.
Yeah, I knew that by heart.
I used to remember it by heart, but not anymore.
I used to remember mine by heart when I was 69, but those were the glory days. All right, Chubbs, I changed my mind about what I want to do. I'm gonna be an anesthesiologist. They make 250,000 to like 400,000, bro. And I'm literally just putting in a formula into a computer based on body weight and putting someone under. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, is that like putting people like taking their weight
Under
in water
anesthesia.
and all that shit? Oh.
Yeah, and putting them in like anesthesia, like during surgery, so it knocks you
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
out. That's what I'm doing to them. And you are making that much money, bro. That's clutch. 27
Do you
years
even do
old,
the
my
surgery,
first
or do
game.
you just put them out?
You just put them out and then make sure they're just like not waking up in the middle of surgery, or you like to overdose them and you're just like looking at their vitals and shit. That's all you're doing.
Is Jackie Poo Poo Bear still in Discord, or did he
I don't know
leave?
who that is. Who's this Kiwi person that fucking said they're IN4, but then just didn't reply to me on assault? Oh, maybe they did, and chat's just ridiculous. Oh, Silver 380C. Chubbs,
Yes.
does your Discord messages show up on stream?
No.
Okay, I'm about to damn you.
DM me okay first, just to double check, but it shouldn't.
Okay, because I'm going to email you.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're 100% sure.
Yeah, I want to see what Jackie Poo Poo Bear message me if you're still around on stream, because
All right, Chubbs, you see what I said?
yeah.
Mark my words, bro. Oh, for real? Were they? Is that
Oh
is
wait.
that who that is?
Keep it on the low. Yeah, keep it on the low. What I messaged
But
you.
is that who it is? Wait, how did that even come up?
Jackie Poo Poo Bear is Erica's friend.
Yeah, but how'd that come up? Like, why was that said? Can you just mute what your stream can hear for a quick
Oh,
sec?
I could actually do that. Hold up.
Yeah, just do that.
All across the room, you feel her eyes all over you like cheap perfume. You're beautiful, but misunderstood. So why you tryna be just like the neighborhood? I can see it, I know what you're feeling. So let me tell you about my little secret. I'm a little crazy underneath this, underneath this. Do you ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I. Do you ever feel like an outcast? You don't have to fit into the format. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I. Oh, so dress up fancy, like Sid and Nancy. Oh, I can kill a queen, gotta keep on guessing. So baby, come pass me a lighter, we're gonna leave 'em on fire. We're the sinners and the blessings. I can see it, I know what you're feeling. So let me tell you about my little secret. I'm a little crazy underneath this, underneath this. Do you ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I. Do you ever feel like an outcast? You don't have to fit into the format. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I. You're king and you're queen. You're strong and you're weak. You're bound but so free. So come and join me and call me Harley, and we'll make us good. Feel like a misfit. Everything inside you is dark and twisted. It's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I. Feel like an outcast. You don't have to fit into the format. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I. Empty mansion in the ranges off the coast is the vibe now that I feel inside my soul. Like a spider, there's a web that you have wove. There's a heart now where there used to be a ghost. And ooh, yeah, it's making me uneasy. Now I hear sounds in the hallway, rocking chairs are moving on their own. I'm falling for you, so much so that snows. That's the vibe now of the peace inside my soul. Like a spider, there's a web that you have wove. There's a heart now where there used to be a ghost. And ooh, yeah, it's making me uneasy. Now I hear sounds in the hallway, rocking chairs are moving on their own. I'm falling for you, so much so that it's freaking me out. So much so that it's freaking me out. So much so that it's freaking me out. Sounds in the hallway, close to that. First someone up your last, you can stay in your past, honey. I don't stop for no one, but I pause for you. So let's go downtown and get real high. Here be psycho to psychoanalyze. Leave all of your inhibitions behind. Tonight let's test all the borderlines. Like how far, how does the indigo go? Boy, let's fight now, take the longer way home. And my body on superimpose right on top of yours. Oh, as far as the indigo goes, I'm hating that you're still in your clothes. Baby, touch me slow, oh, how does she like, know you like a little attitude.
All right,
Yeah.
sorry for the break. We are back. Mo, before
She
you
said-
say anything- wait, fuck.
Cause I can be sweet, but boys are a little too feisty to function. Yeah. So shut up and just hop and we gon' ride a
Already went ahead and started the draft here. We're gonna bring you a couple more commercials before we go ahead and start here. What you got for us, Fogs?
If anyone wants to link a commercial into Twitch chat,
Chubb,
we can
she
do
said,
that.
unfortunately, I
leave all of your inhibitions behind. Tonight let's test all the borderlines. Like how far, how does the indigo go? Boy, let's fight now, take the longer way home. And my body on
This is what R6 Tracker is. It's awesome, actually. Like, basically, it shows everyone's stats.
They gave up the Darius again?
All right, so we got another Minecraft video that was linked in the chat. So I guess that's what we're doing now for
Yo, I'm
commercials.
screening these. Don't watch the
Chubbs,
second one, man.
you already know I'll tell Brian.
No,
Senior
no,
and
no.
Debbie.
You gotta watch the second one.
Do not watch
Where's
the
the
second.
volume?
That's miss if Chubbs ever comes to you and says, should I get back Derek has a third opinion because he knows he's not gonna come to me and he'll buy us this shit, you better say no, bro.
Okay.
Y'all just can't let a man be happy.
Dude, I'm preventing you from being what? I'm making you happy.
Dude,
You'd
I
be happy
love
for the 5
this
minutes until
video because it's like a sequel to the other
Until she
one.
goes back on her bullshit.
Oh, it is. That's like the
Closet full of
I want
secrets
to
and
see what
skeletons,
McDonald's
awakes
is.
but nothing's true. I used to own a castle, now it's boxes that I have to move. Right here in the darkness, there's nothing left for me to do. It's easier to run away, but today we got to cast the shadows out from sight. A final stand, a shouting cry. All the wrongs now turn to right. So fight
Yikes.
the past, take
Fogs from
back the
Brilliant Solo
night,
Duo.
and call upon the torch tonight to bring out all the ghosts to light.
Hey, Mo.
Because the last we have to go. It's time to take back the night. To take back the night. Bridges burning, broken on different sides. We start anew.
Wait, did she really?
Being
Yeah.
chased by monsters to face head on or be
I'm
consumed.
She's so pathetic.
Reaching out for
Like I
something,
said, I don't
grasping
know why.
onto.
Like, I'm not gonna get on it. I'm not gonna talk about it with stream. I don't know why. Like,
Paybacks left too long
all that to
unpaid,
me.
but today,
But not a single one of
today
my friends.
we got to cast the
Like I said, she wants
shadows
to be
out
honest.
from sight.
If that's her
A
way of moving,
final
that's
stand,
fine.
a
Just
shouting
block me out
cry.
completely, like I didn't
All the
exist.
Maybe it's
wrongs
mental
now
games.
turn to right.
Well, like I
So
said,
fight the past,
should've-
take back
should've
the
at least
night, and call upon the torch tonight
rather be like this guy. This guy's fucking badass. We got Mr. Miyagi whooping ass too.
It's not good.
To take back the night.
Not gonna lie, I was getting
To take back the night. To take back the night.
Bro, I feel. Oh, imagine if he swiped right on her, bruh. Oh,
Tyler, he told me he didn't. He said he didn't because he didn't want to start problems.
you didn't want to what?
He didn't want to start problems.
Kick from the boys. Immediately inform her.
Oh, damn! He hit his body half through the nether. Oh shit, Mr. Miyagi's down.
Bro, you wouldn't. I shouldn't say that shit. But, bro, Chubbs, you can do whatever makes you happy, but I'm gonna be super pissed off at you if I find out you did that character.
She will, dude. There's literally no way I can contact her. She has me blocked and everything.
No, but if she comes to you and asks after all that she's done, I'm actually gonna be like upset.
So fight the past, take back the night. Take back the night. To take back the night. To take back the night. And call upon the torch tonight to bring out all the ghosts to light. Because at last we have to go. It's time to take back the night. 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 To take back the night.
Great, just great.
And welcome
Stranded.
back. Sorry for the pause.
We don't
We're
have
just
State
talking about
Farm
some
anymore.
personal stuff. Had to
Hit
mute
skip.
my,
You don't want to see this.
Mike
Because
for
I
all
wanted to get
that.
the gut rate insurance.
Some
Because
stuff
that sounded better to me.
be
You know?
on
But why'd you do
stream.
it? Why? Because you're stupid. Oh, our State Farm agent Diane was so nice and helpful. I took her for granted. Why would I do that? Oh, I really hung us out to dry here, you know, surrounded by coyotes
Mo doesn't wanna be a
and
boy and
snakes,
help a brother
and
out.
I think that's a vulture.
Most people would have skipped by now.
Oh, we're getting to resume.
And we are getting the game started, so we'll go talk about the game.
All right. So we're the Bush. They're going really hard in the early game with this Olaf, this Zyra and Lucian bot lane. They're going to look to be really aggressive and punish this Jhin who has no mobility, neither does Lux. This is a lane that Lucian can just dominate early with 1 or 2 ganks from Olaf in the early game.
Someone attacking on my server. I basically just ruined their day.
Not much going on. Neither team wants to invade. No team wants the clown fiesta.
Have to embrace the clown fiesta.
Not many teams like doing clown fiestas other than NL. They're the only ones who actually go for invades, and I think all their invades are
Yeah.
really successful. We're getting some support from TSM. Going towards Word of the Bush. Wanted them to win game 2. So, Word of the Bush did drop their first ever game 1. And they are playing the first... They have never won a game 2. So we'll see if they could change that to avoid the sweep.
I like this Malphite pick in the Darius too. Really gonna stop a lot of his damage coming out once Malph can hit that level 6.
What is up, Twitch chat? The Alpha Commentator is back.
Welcome back, welcome back.
I was always here, but thank you for acknowledging my existence again.
No, I said Alpha, not Beta. Anyways, where are we in this game? We are 3 minutes in.
Nothing has
and
happened.
no kills either side. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and put Divide on tank duty after he let that Darius just go off the charts last game.
You know, that's the low point in the league, is when you play only carries, and they put you on tank duty top lane. You know that's when you've fallen down the ladder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should do that with Decimals.
Moving on. Squani getting creep blocked here, taking a good bit of damage.
Oh,
He's
shit!
gonna flash in with the 4th bullet and get the kill on Squani, but Lucian is gonna try to kill back on a Jin.
The heal was late as fuck, so...
Vladimir taking some poke here.
Oh, it does make your back.
If I was squad, I'd be spam picking my ADC. I'd be spam picking the heal. Why the fuck did you heal late? Right in chat. I'd be upset.
I'm gonna go spy on the other team's chat.
Elite trap.
We are gonna see the game coming on the mid lane. It looks like Swin's gonna go ahead
They
and
are
walk
gonna
back
take
in.
him down.
It looks like
Oh,
they're gonna
and
get
the
the kill,
pool
and
is
it
gonna-
is gonna go to the Olaf. They are gonna walk away, burning Swin's ignite. Lucian coming up and stopping the Lux's back. Irate taking all chat to let him know. Not a very nice gesture by the Lucian. Darius is gonna go ahead and shove a huge wave into the tower on the side of Ward the Bush.
This Jin didn't buy potions, and he's already poked out to half health.
What
he's
do you
not gonna have a fun time this early game.
What do you think Ward the Bush was thinking? Not banning out that Darius. It just carried. Arguably just carried last game. Jin getting
Damn it,
trained
no
in the bot
team
lane.
was-
They must
screaming.
say Divide has a counter pick. He has to be confident in his Malphite to be able to play against his Darius, or I think they must have. They had
Wait,
to have
Malphite
banned
does
it out.
not beat Darius.
No, Malphite does beat Darius. Malphite
No.
is kind of
Yeah,
Yes.
new Malphite.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does beat Darius.
I'll
never
pull up
seen
the
it.
win rates here, but I do think
Yeah, I've
Darius wins the
literally-
matchup.
I have
I
literally
can-
never seen a Darius lose to that.
No, he
I've
never
never seen a
loses. He just
Malphite
doesn't
win lane
stomp
in
top
general.
lane.
Yeah, all you gotta
That's
do with Malphite is poke him out of lane with your Qs.
That's with any tank you just can play into Darius. I'm talking like being able to fight him, because a Malphite's not gonna be able to fight him.
Oh yeah, but he brings so much to the team fight. I think they're
Actually,
fine if he
Malphite
stays
can
even.
fight him. He just has to know how to play this matchup. He plays this matchup by poking Darius down with his Q, and then he just all-ins Darius when he's at half health, and he
I
just
mean, Darius gets some MR.
Hey guys, look at just look at stream real quick. That's what I pulled up with a champion GG.
What's the win rate? Also use u.gg, not champion.gg.
yeah, you got GG.
GG.
Yeah. But I don't see anything else here. No, because the thing with Malphite is that
I don't
You
see.
can't
Oh,
go-
here it is.
he can't go AP, and if Darius goes a little MR, he's gonna be able to handle him. Top champions.
Oh, Lucian's
that
going
counter
bot.
Malphite.
He picks up one on the Lux.
Yeah, Darius
flashes in.
counters Malphite.
Oh.
It's different on UGG.
Yeah, because Champion IGD sucks. Champion IGD is made by Silver, so let's see what DG says. What does it say?
I'm pulling
Oh,
up
the
gold
Malphite took
average
down the
because that's what
Darius.
we're in.
Divide solo kills Tai.
Also, look.
We do see the Darius counter coming into play here.
That's
The
about
Malphite
even.
solo
Yeah, it's an
carry,
even
solo
match.
killing the Darius here.
I mean, he just got a solo kill on the Darius.
Because Darius tried tower diving him, and he barely won it. And Darius took like 4 tower shots and an R. Darius is like winning that matchup for sure. He just
Nah,
kill over
it's like .025 in Malphite's favor. But
yeah, this Darius was at the point where he just tower dived Malphite. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
yeah, at 15 minutes, the average Darius is just so far ahead of him. It's like the biggest difference in all champions. But that could also just be because Darius is super strong early game, and once Malphite scales, Darius can't really nuke him like that. Especially with the Triforce build people go. Because they're too stupid to realize Black Cleaver is amazing into someone building all armor.
The Triforce build, I just don't get. Like, Black Cleaver is so much safer, it's cheaper.
Damage, they want the damage.
So, yeah, no, you want to build Triforce when the enemy team doesn't have
a tank.
More than 2 tanks. I mean, more than 1 tank.
No, if they have one
But there
tank,
are exceptions. No,
there's a
even
tank,
with 1
you
tank,
go
there
Black
are
Cleaver.
even with 1 tank, there are instances where you are gonna want that Trinity
Oh, Mumu
for the
goes down.
damage
Should we do
and
top
movement
lane?
speed.
Ooh, Olaf is ganking top.
There are
Lucian
exceptions.
solo kill bot too.
There are
and Darius
exceptions
might
to
just
that.
be dead. No, he's not.
Where against opponents that
flashed.
tend to build a lot of armor or get really tanky.
Ooh.
Malphite.
Oh, no, Mumu dies.
Losses.
Direwolf, he said that he wins that matchup as Darius all the time into Malphites. So I don't know, maybe it's just like...
Yeah, that's different though, because like Direwolf is a plays Darius all the time. Like he's basically Darius main.
Aren't you?
Yeah, like a Darius main can win this because like you know the matchup already. But if 2 players that don't play either chance picked both of them up, I'd have to favor the Malphite.
Just favor his. If it's even players like skill wise and knowledge wise, and they both aren't like don't know how to play the champions, which is kind of hard if you're good at the game to know how to play Darius or Malphite.
I've played
think
like
the
3
is gonna
Darius
win.
games in my life.
I've played 0 because that champion sucks, but I mean,
Top of the solo queue ladder. Huh?
yeah, that's why he's banned, bitch.
Huh? What's up?
What do you mean?
Also,
I can't ban Darius anymore. I have to ban fucking Mordekaiser because unplayable is
Mordekaiser
Irelia.
sucks.
Not as Irelia, unplayable.
Yeah.
No, playing Aatrox into Mordekaiser is.
Doesn't Aatrox hard shit on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Irelia gets stomped by. Irelia
You
gets.
just go Maw. Oh yeah, Aatrox is my only champion that can deal with Mordekaiser. You go Maw first item and just dick him down like a slug. Oh, and this Amumu's not doing the best.
Yo, are you?
That's gonna be good.
Yo, Mo, go ahead and hit that speed up button on your time control real quick.
I'm watching it off Trevor's stream.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. You're like a couple seconds behind. Oh, he is gonna get the 5 stacks on
my computer for that. So.
Malphite. Now, see, the reason I feel Malphite wins is because all Malphite has to do is walk up and hit him with the old clap-de-doo and play around Malphite's passive, which is that shield. Let Darius poke you while you have that shield up, and then once that shield is out, Q and walk away.
Darius zoned out of farm right now.
Yeah, no,
Wouldn't you
Malphite's
max
definitely-
W Sanky in that matchup for the % shred on the auto attack?
Yeah.
Dude, I
You
don't know,
poke in
Darius.
this matchup as much.
Hard winning CS wise, but
He's getting zoned off.
He's zoned off right now.
I think he's down in gold. He like for sure gonna be down in gold with the kill difference. Yeah, 200 gold, not much, but still down nevertheless.
Yeah, he's getting zoned gold right now. God, Malphite's a fucking annoying
But yeah,
champion.
I know as we were saying before, leaving that Darius up who just got fed. I feel like Divide knew he could play Darius into this matchup, so he wasn't, or Malphite into this matchup, he wasn't too scared. And it looks like he's just gonna kite him down, but Darius is just gonna fucking shit on him in these sustained fights. As Divide's forced to run away, throws his Q and steals his MS and just
He
waddles
does
out of
set that up for the Olaf to come in with the ult, and it does look like Darius may go down here. He gets the slow off. Darius does get his Q, but Olaf
No
is not going to
flash.
stop. It looks like we're going to see the tower dive here, and that is going to be the kill for Olaf.
Oh!
Misses the,
GG!
Olaf misses the what in
Wait, what
the
1 for
heck?
2.
Olaf
Olaf
makes a
missed
point
Q.
blank
He gets a
Q.
Now you know
Olaf makes a
Divide's in
point
team.
blank Q.
Divide is in comms. You dumbass your bench next game. Promised you word for
Literally
word.
flaming.
Wait, why isn't Divide playing?
Divide
Yeah,
is
No.
flaming. But just look at that play, man. Divide trying to
No.
flash out, but the tower shot's still gonna lock on, and he is gonna give that double kill over to the Darius.
No. Okay, that's good.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
that
where's the
Darius is
potential?
also gonna take that 250 gold from the Olaf shutdown. Yeah,
Wait, wasted potential has Darius, right?
Yes.
yes. Definitely ward the bush, probably in
no.
comms, flaming that jungle plate. Not sure how he missed a point blank Q onto a Darius by so
Chubbs,
much.
you gotta flip. You gotta switch your banner things. 'Cause
I
this
don't
is
want to
wasted
flip.
potential on the blue side.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to flip them.
Oh, you just okay. Yeah, I was confused.
So I just put that. Yeah, I just put them up in first game.
It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Cause we all know that my editor, my producer that I pay in Takis, doesn't want to do shit anymore.
What's he doing? Like, is
We
he
are
home
gonna
right
see
now?
the Vlad
He was
getting
sleeping
caught up
since I
in
got
the
home.
swing combo.
He's
Nothing gonna come
sleeping?
out of
Yeah, he was sleeping all day.
Why?
the
First day of
Darius
school.
being missing, but the Malphite's actually setting
Oh,
up
he had school
another
today?
game top
Yeah,
here.
first day.
The Olaf's gonna go ahead and take this
Did he get
rift.
any? Oh, I doubt he got any kind of homework because he's in all normal
Malphite
classes.
rotating to help his jungle here.
Can't do
Darius
anything
not
about
gonna
that.
see it on the control ward, and that's gonna buy just enough time.
Damn it! Why is
Wait,
Darius
squat! I don't
fucking
think she's gonna be
trying
strong enough to get them down. And the Ash is gonna nuke him, and the Jin's gonna say no you and shoot that last shot and get him down.
We do have another fight in the mid. Both ignites out. It's gonna be real close. The Hextech protocol comes out. Not gonna be anything there. We're gonna see Olaf come in for the cleanup. But
Oh,
Swain,
great flash.
he
Oh!
lands the Q, and that's gonna be the kill onto the Swain from the side of Ward the Bush.
He did it, guys. He landed a Q finally. Oh wait,
They
why would he
do
flash
see
for
both
that?
of
Malphite
them.
has R. He could literally just R away if he gets in trouble. Tie.
Darius does have stick.
Can we
Darius
just?
does have 5 stacks here, but Divide gonna play it smart. Back up. Let the stacks die off. And
Can we get a bunch of L's in chat for that Darius play?
Wait, what happened?
The dude flashed for nothing. He flashed into a full health Malphite, and Malphite just clapped him
we
and
are
walked
gonna
away.
see the mid
No,
tower
he-
going
he
down.
stopped the TP.
first hour of the game.
No, he didn't flash. He stopped the TP. I don't.
Oh,
He
he
flashed
was
an E
TPing.
to stop a TP.
I didn't see he was TPing. I thought he was basing.
No, he's TPing.
Smart
I
play
used to
by
do
the
that all the
Darius.
time to people. I'd flash Aatrox Q them or just Q them in general and cancel their TP. Wow, and Olaf is kind of learned how to land these Qs, it seems.
I wonder if my team's still in first place.
I mean, your team.
The league I'm in. I think we went 0-2 last week, and it was real sad.
When you own a league and participate in a league.
I mean, one's for money, and one's for fun.
Yeah,
And they
but
are
ours
so
more
unorganized, I would never recommend them.
We are gonna see this Vlad not respecting the swing combo, constantly getting poked out by it.
But with
Did
that
the
Q
owners of the
healing, he's
Discord or like of the league get any kind of profit from the money put down?
Me or the other one?
The other one.
Probably.
Chubbs actually takes 100% of the profit for the boys league. In case you guys aren't tracking the statistics for it.
There's $0 and 0
I have
cents.
got a total of. The only thing I get from you guys is copyright, so I lose money actually.
We are
Wait, why
gonna
are you
see
getting the
the
stream
Brown Bull coming out.
copyrighted?
Oh, this might be a
Can't-
kill on the top lane if Darius can land this Q. Malphite, you're gonna
Oh,
get
the
just
Q.
out of
Upload the
range.
VOD if it gets muted.
What, Mo?
We are gonna see
Upload the VOD to YouTube if
the
it gets muted.
jungler from
No, they
Ward
don't
the
mute him, they
Bush
just
starting the
copyright
Mountain Drake here. It doesn't look like they have vision on him. He's probably gonna get this Drake for free.
Pull him.
That is
Ooh,
gonna
and
be a
Darius
Mountain
is. Oh, damn. Fucker, why would you go? I just
We
don't
are
understand
gonna
why
see
you
the
went
rotate
Triforce.
top lane by the Vlad here. Does think he can beat this Darius. He's gonna pull away as Darius is trying to stack these stacks on him. He's gonna get the Q off. Vlad's gonna protocol away back under the safety tower, and he's just gonna farm this minion wave.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
so
we do have 3 members of Waste of potential in the
Oh, the
top lane. Here.
Zyro.
It looks like there might be a 3v3 skirmish here.
Jin gets one.
So real quick, every team in the
Oh,
league
this
I
is
play
happy.
in, every team is 4-4. Like every team is so sad.
So this Vlad and Mouth did lane swap. Hoping to get Mouth.
We are gonna
Oh,
see
he's gonna get
a
shit
fight
on.
break
Why
out in
would
the
you
top lane
fight
here.
that?
The Ignite coming out from the Vlad. Oh, and Darius is gonna turn it around with the ult W onto the Vlad. That's gonna take him down. It does look like Lucian might get popped here.
That's a
Flash
flash
coming
ult.
out from Lucian. Lux ult, but gets nothing out of it. Olaf is pinging mid lane. He is definitely looking for a gank here. Swain just gonna back off.
Moon's gonna find someone bot.
Mumu's gonna get
Oh,
the.
but Mouth is here.
We are gonna see a team fight breakout here in the bot lane, and Malphite wants to go in, and Mumu popping the ult.
Yeah, Moon's just gonna go down here.
Jungler is
They
here
have
to
give
help
him
clean
up.
that up.
Really
gonna
good
push
with
down this
Malphite to
bot
keep his
tower.
ult up, because if they do go into another fight, he will have such a great ability to win a team fight or turn it if it looking bad. He could also use it to dive this Lux. She's alone. Kind of not a good idea knowing that everyone's topside.
Yeah, they're
And
definitely
she is going to
seeing
get
this.
punished for
Gonna
missing
miss
it.
the root.
Oh no.
Gonna-
Waits
Here
for the
goes the
flash.
go, 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 go.
and
Come on, ult.
Gonna get onto
Oh.
her.
Doesn't even
and
need
he's
to.
not gonna have to burn the ult as they're just gonna run her down with the Olaf Q. Jin throwing out poke, not gonna get much off it. And the bot lane turn is gonna go down on the side of wasted potential here. Vlad putting some poke with the electrocute onto the Darius. The Darius chunks away at the tower. And it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and reset here. Only a 4K gold deficit now.
Seems like a lot more, but this bot lane for wasted potential is really keeping them in this game, along with the Darius. Their mid and jungler really having a rough time.
The mid jungle and support don't look doing this games, but
Yeah, neither of the sports look very good.
just the Jin and Darius. Hopefully this game can so it can do it.
I do want y'all to take a note of the vision on the map right now. Currently, the side of Wasted Potentials has a lot more vision on the map. A lot of vision in the bot lane with that Pixel Brush ward and the Scuttle. And then, of course, they have control wards towards the top side of the map to get some vision down. And they got the top lane brush warded.
This Malphite can trade really well with the Darius now that he has his Thorn or Sunfire Cave completed.
Jhin ulti coming out. Lux is going to play Warden in front of him. Looks like they're just going to back off and let him waste that. Ward the bush with a lot of vision in the bot lane. Amumu looking for something here. He's going to come in on the Olaf. Olaf's going to go ahead and pop his ult and turn this around. Doesn't look like they're going to have the damage to kill the Olaf. The Olaf's going to flash onto him and
he gets
actually
out.
pick up that kill onto the jungler. Really weak. Don't think that was a smart display by Amumu. They're also going to get the kill onto the Jhin who tries to walk up to do something. We do see the Swain walking up with the Vlad is going to zone him off. Olaf looking for the kill. Tosses the kill into the Swain. Swain's going to a lot of damage coming out from the side of Ward the Bush, and it's going to be enough to take down the Vlad before, correction, the Swain before he can get that ult off. Oh, but the support is going to pick up the kill. The support from the side of Wasted Potential is going to pick up the kill on Ward the Bush's support with the Lux OT.
This Darius is not doing much with his lead. He's just staying top lane while his team's getting killed bot side. He really has to go mid or go bot and help secure this next dragon.
And we do see Olaf.
I don't think
enemy jungle here.
Wasted Potential can really win team fights though. I think he
Dar's just going to be just short of making it to the red, to the bramble before it goes down to the Olaf. Olaf just going to take the.
Who wins the 1v1
last
between
round.
Olaf and Darius?
Darius, I
Olaf
think.
and Darius.
It depends.
Definitely going to be a skill matchup. I'm definitely going to have to give it to the Darius though, only because at the current state, all Darius has to do is get the 5 stacks. Because the only real defense, Olaf has it all against the Darius would be a Black Cleavery. She gives him a bit of health. And you got to look to the Darius' side. He has no armor, but he does have that Bramble Vest, which gives him just a bit. But the main thing there is it's gonna really cut off that Olaf's healing. Now Darius just trying to stay alive in this fight here. He's gonna go for the dunk, not gonna get anything of it. Malphite's gonna ult him back,
Darius gets
and Darius is just gonna win that auto trade. Bramble Vest keeping him up, helping him to keep up in that auto trade there.
So I'm gonna go back
Just
real
barely
quick
gonna make
for
it
that
out.
1v1. Divide could have won that team fight. As you see, like, he's winning the team fight. As soon as Darius started charging up Q, Malphite should have instantly ulted on top of him, so he didn't get healed. But instead, he goes for some auto. He uses his W for the empowered auto attack, and he heals 128 health. And by the end of the fight, he lived with 108. So he would have died, and the Malphite would have lived if that Malphite
We are going
weren't
to see a team fight pop
earlier.
off here. Olaf is going to go ahead and ult here. Swain's going to pop his own ult. Olaf is going to go ahead and go down. Vlad looking for more. He's going to try and get the kill onto this Shin, but Amumu's here. He's going to go in with his own ult. He's going to get the entire rest of the team on that, and that is going to be a 4-for-0 there. Looking for this Vladimir here. Amumu's almost got it up. He's going to go ahead and secure
They're
that.
gonna go for
last
Baron
kill.
here.
That is a
That should be a free Baron.
4-1. That does look like a Baron. The only one up on the side of Void the Bush to defend is Divide. But it doesn't
And he
look
has
like
no
he has
ult.
the damage. Correct, he does not have any ult on him. Does not have the damage. They're going to go ahead and start Baron here up on the side of Ward. Correction, on the side of Wasted Potentials. They have the dead timers. The rest of Void the Bush barely coming up. It looks like Darius is going to go ahead and zone this Malphite out. He's going to go ahead and pull him back in. Get the 5 stacks on him. Lux misses her stun. Malphite looking to do anything to stop this Baron, but he's just going to get taken down by the Jhin, and Waste Potential is going to go ahead and secure that Baron for free.
Now all even, and they have Baron buff. This is a huge swing for Wasted.
Now it's about that time in the game. What, at the current state in the game, do you think is a win condition for both teams, B-Fogs?
Going over win conditions, I think now that they have Baron, they just won a huge team fight. They caught someone out, yes, or they got the surprise in. They were able to group up a little bit quicker. I think they keep up with the vision. They're clearly dominating the vision in the river. I think that's a huge thing. They brought the gold lead back. So the people who had leads is definitely a lot closer. I just feel like their win conditioning at the moment is to continue to find these team fights, be the engagers. If they engage into them, it's really hard for them to disengage. If Malphite ults, he's stuck in the mix of it. Zyra could ult and try to, buy her team some time. But both these comps, they want to use their abilities offensively. That's when they're best used. So if you can make these plays, then it is
going to land the ult on a correction, the stun on the Vlad here. Vlad's going to get changed CC. They are looking for something here onto the Darius. So Olaf is going to get pulled in. He's going to get bursted down. Going to be able to walk away.
Oh, Lux over the wall.
Zyra goes down to the Lux. Malphite with a huge 3-man ulti gets stunned in the middle of their team. Mumu trying to ult back in to answer back. And it does look like that Baron buff is just going to play a huge role here.
Yeah, they're all alive. They're going to march in and get one in.
Was Lucian a part of that team fight, or did they just go in without him?
Lucian getting zoned off
he was a
actually
part.
by
Yeah,
the Mumu. He was forced to dash away as the Mumu came in with the ult to the zone, allowing his team to get swooped up. And the Mumu's going to go ahead and flash on him and secure him, and that is going to go over to the Jhin. That will be the ace. They do have the dead timers. This is probably going to be the end of the game. They got the minions in the base. They got Baron buff.
I think it should be
Only
there.
enough is
15
Zyra.
on Olaf, 30 on Lucian.
Zyra is going to try and make a play here. Anything she can do to stop him. But that ulti is going to play a huge part in slowing the push.
Oh, he's dead.
Vlad
He
getting
uses
hooked. That
W.
was not smart of him to walk up and get picked like that. Now that's a reset on his own death timer. That is 40 seconds. It does look like
Why are you going
Wasted Potential is
back
going to
in
play
time?
safe here. And it does look like Wasted Potential is going to play safe here. Just back up. They're going to clear some vision. They're going to get some vision. And they're just going to shove these waves out. Oh, it does look like
Mumu was
unfortunately
getting caught out. He overstayed.
So I went back to watch the last fight real quick. That Lucian only threw one auto attack that entire fight. Not really something you want from your DPS. He's gonna want to step up. He's gonna have to be in these fights, even with that Amumu flash hard on
We
top
are
of
going to
it.
see the Olaf. Oh, and look for something onto the Lux. Lux forcing a flash away.
That Lucian could have 1v1'd the Amumu on the back line. He was just a little bit, I guess he wasn't too confident that he could have fought the Amumu, but that Amumu doesn't even have a bunch of armor. So Lucian could have shredded him with the IE fork.
The Zyra
Yeah,
is
the-
going to
like,
get caught
especially
here
on
in the
Lucian,
swing
you should be-
combo. Makes it, it does look like the Lux is just going to be enough. Catches Darius. Darius is in the middle of that. Doesn't have enough to get the stacks. And the ult on Malphite is going to ult onto the support here. Jin using stopwatch to try and slow down the push. And he's going to have to run away here. Olaf trying to chase him down. Swain on the back line. Fighting with his Vlad. Vlad's going to come over to help his team. Olaf is going to get that massive shutdown from the Jin, which is huge. Amumu is here, but it doesn't look like he's going to do anything. He's going to go in anyways. He's going to try and get that kill. He's going
Half
to
their
ult.
team
Gets
didn't
thrown in the
fucking
Jin.
base after
Swain
that
and
huge
Olaf trying to get
player.
anything. It does look like Amumu might be
Oh,
able
I
to
don't-
clean this out, but the Olaf's healing
Look
is
at their
just
base.
too
Look at
much.
their base. Oh, it's fine. Squaws up.
Squad clean up the minions here. It does look like it's going to be a free drag for the side of Ward the Bush.
Top turret goes down to minions.
Now, how big was that shutdown on the Jin for this
Yeah.
Olaf, especially this late in the game?
I think that's huge for the Jin.
The Olaf's not who you want.
Olaf, sorry. I think it's huge for that Olaf, simply because it's maybe not the ideal target you want to give the gold to, but him picking up all that gold in himself, I think it was good that one person got majority of it. He is 4K, 3K, like he is 3K gold above anyone else in the game, so I do think that he's already huge. Maybe if he gets the Sterox, he could engage these fights, and he'll just be too tanky for them to take down.
Yeah. He could
Now,
just run through the back line with the stair.
What are your thoughts on Olaf building something like a Maul or a Wit's End?
I'm gonna say this. I think I'm starting to say this every single game. If you're a fighter, if you're a duelist, build a fucking Wit's End. Like, they have 3 AP on their team. And the top lane Darius, he is building to be a bruiser, and Jin does not have DPS. You build that Wit's End, you don't. Once you hit 50% HP, you get 100% lifesteal. You're never, like, especially on Olaf, you already heal more when you're lower. So the lower that man gets, he's just going to be, like, healing over, like, 200% of his health per auto attack. Like, for one single damage he does, he's healing back 2 health once he's low. So he's never going to be in execute range for that Jin. That man's going to have to get that Wit's End, and he's just going to be a monster. Maybe sell his boots for a tab eyes.
He's trying to find some kind of a cheese here, maybe get something going, especially with Baron coming up. They are looking to get a pick here. Looks like Nilbog's actually going to walk up and get caught by the
that ulti
Amumu.
is so
He's going to have
handy.
to pop that ult, which is a free get out of jail card. Not want to get caught in that Amumu ulti, especially being the jungler here. One of the most vital parts of this upcoming Baron fight if it comes down. Wasted potential, looking to zone Ward the Bush off Baron here. Malphite taking a good chunk of damage. Let's say they're just going to go ahead and back out the Baron. They are going to back out the Baron in favor, looking for a fight here. Darius is walking up, looking for that hook. He's going to take down the ward. Vladimir should not be pushed up like that. Should be very careful walking up.
Now
to the
Malphite
bush,
has
even though they do have
TP, so
vision.
he could get back there pretty quick, and they could look for another engage. Maybe. Oh, he's gonna get caught. He doesn't have ult to get out. His GA is gonna proc. He should just turn and fight it. He's not gonna live.
No, he has his GA.
Jin
He has
is
his
going to
GA.
go ahead and pop his ultimate here. They are fighting in the middle of that. Darius is going to get the stacks. He's
Vlad zones off 3 on the
Darius
back line
holding his
now.
ult. He does have his ult down, but it does look like they're going to go ahead and clean up.
That's
and
game.
that was
That's
a
gonna be
clean
the
fight.
ace.
That's a series.
Wasted potential is gonna 2-0 Ward the Bush. The Jin just
Holy
flashing over the
shit.
wall, saying this is my base, as he's gonna take down the tower. Actually, he's going for actually
Oh,
hit that just spawned.
Troll inhib.
What
Um,
did wasted
do have
potential
the
get this
minions, they
drone?
do have the dead timers. This is the end of the game. That was a pretty clean fight there. As they clean up here, you might want to go back and let's take another look at that fight real quick. Now, just what was the turning point there in that last team fight?
I think Nilbog got caught. As soon as he got caught, he should have instantly turned and fought. He has GA, so he's gonna come back to alive. He needed Malphite was already deciding the base. I think Malphite stopped. No, Malphite did base, so he had a TP into that fight as Nilbog got caught. He got caught previously before, so he didn't have his ult this time. So I think the best situation for him is turn on that Amumu and put down as much damage as you could. You know you're gonna die, And when you're in a situation, this is for any player, if you get caught out, die fighting. If you know you're going to die, don't burn your sums. Just fight it out. Put damage out so when your team comes up and takes, if after you die, if both teams fight, that damage you put onto someone can make a difference. If you run away, you can't do the damage. And we're going to put this in, like, half speed. You can see his first choice is to run away. Yes, they do have ranged people attacking him over the wall, but you also have this Lux who's, this Lux is going to secure the kill on him.
Yeah.
Lux has all of her abilities up. Look, like, they're all bunched up. Lux just throws an ER. Half these health bars are going to be down. Lux had a perfect position for this. Amumu was, on the front line, so they just couldn't walk past the Mumu. Actually, Zara was down. They could have just walked past the Amumu.
While we are on the subject of positioning, though, I want to point out the Swain's amazing positioning in this fight. He plays perfectly around that Darius, standing over that wall, so he's not in range of any of them to really attack him, and he's just throwing these abilities out while Darius is just taking the full brunt, and you can see it just takes down like half of Ward the Bush. They were not paying any attention to this Swain over the wall, just chunking down their health bars while Darius ripped them to shreds, and
it's the turning point fight with
just such superb positioning by the Vladimir here.
Ace the entire team.
Correction, by the Swain here.
I think that's the perfect play you wanted. Golov playing super far up, rather greedy, and because of how far up he was actually playing, they were able to catch him twice. And I think just the second time he got caught, he should have just instantly fought. The Swain was, outputting a lot of damage. He had vision from a Mumu over the wall, so he was able to just keep auto-attacking using his range.
Especially with that healing, he definitely should have turned on that Amumu there, and probably could have. He maybe could actually live there had he turned on him. He did have Sterix up. He did have Guardian Angel. He should have just fought for the healing and let his team play around him. But I definitely agree. Kind of a throw from Nilblog. He knows the enemy team's over the wall. He knows their whole team's there looking for a pick, and he really shouldn't have walked up to go to that vision at all.
Okay, so I saw, when you place this pink ward down, you don't need to fight the vision. Especially, I think he got caught out greeting for vision. It's probably my biggest mistake I make in my own games. You just gotta know the vision isn't worth it. They are gonna have priority on the map. They're just gonna place another ward down. He got caught. Swain was able to pull him back. They were able to chunk him. Realistically, at this point, they should have just let him die, or they should I feel like they were too busy trying to save him, and he just wanted to run away. He didn't want to fight it. He knew he was caught. The Malphite was already based. He had a TP back. If the Malphite was still here, he could have stalled the damage for the Olaf. But again,
Yeah, definitely shouldn't have been anywhere near that push. So
getting caught out and choosing to fight it, I think it was just a bad call. And I think they made Noblog made a bad call going for the vision. And I think they made an even worse call taking the fight to begin with. Because again, this Lux is just gonna R this entire corridor. You see Jin opening his R up, and you got Swain and Darius. Darius flashes over. You're fighting in such a small area against a team with a lot of AoE abilities.
Yep.
And I just think even the Mumu stun, AoE stun, Swain are AoE, Lux are AoE. It's just something you don't want to fight. You want to fight in these open lanes where you can walk around. Yes, you do have that Malphite. Yes, you do have Squaw. But again, it's what we said earlier. The team who has the better engage will win these small fights. And it just happened to be that, again, Wasted Potential had such a better team fight here. They were able to engage.
Again, I want to point out here, the Swain from start to finish of that fight just played it so perfectly. Noticing the Olaf mispositioning there, immediately capitalized on it, putting him into his team to CC chain him and instantly chunking before the fight even started. Noting that instead of walking back around, he can just easily get a much better vantage point of their team walking forward on the other side of the blue buff wall where they couldn't even touch him while their Darius just took all that damage. He was free to chunk the almost half of Ward the Bush, and he just played that fight amazingly from start to finish, in my opinion. Um, Not sure if it was the best move by the Vladimir trying to dive that back line, especially when the rest of his team was already down. Probably should have just peeled off, pinged for his team to back up. The fight was basically over when Nobot got caught and chunked. Vladimir instead chooses to chase the Amumu, gets caught by the Lux stun, gets almost instantly deleted in that backline there.
Yeah, one more thing I do want to bring up about that Olaf being caught. He had the most gold on his team. So him getting caught, like the fight before that, he picked up all the shutdown gold. And when your strongest player gets caught, you give like they should have just gave up the Baron. They would have went Baron. They could have played from behind. It would have been extremely hard to come back, but definitely probably would have just been
Much better
better to give
chance.
it than lose the game. Doing the quick math right now, he had 28% of his team's gold on himself. And when you have that much gold into one person, you want them to be able to you don't want, if they die instantly with 28% of your gold, you just back off, you give up an objective or two, but you stall the game out until he's up. Really bad call to keep forcing the fight after. Um, Again, both teams want to engage, and the team that's forced to disengage is going to be the team that loses. And it just all the
Yeah.
plays they're able to make. Now, from watching both these games, Decimus, who do you think was the most impactful player, or the MVP of the game, of the series?
Well, call me biased, but I'm gonna have to give it to the Darius because honestly, even playing from behind in the second game, he was still impactful in those team fights. He realized, hey, I'm not the carry this game, and he just started like frontline tanking for the Swain and the Jin, and just allowing them to get ahead and carry. Obviously, the first game he popped off big. He was definitely where he needed to be. He instantly in that last fight he saw, hey, it's a pretty good opportunity for me to flash over this wall and like just harass the entirety of like well half at least of Ward the Bush because they were all in such a small space, which is an ideal situation for Darius when you can clump them up, when you can get those big Q heals. You want to go in on those kinds of fights where they're just gonna line up for you almost every time, and that was like watching that fight. I thought it was like I love how he instantly saw that and didn't even waste time walking around taking the blast cone. He just instantly went in with the flash and just dove their team straight on. He knew Swin was there to back him up. He saw his ability to soak damage was probably going to be the best in that position. It was a small area. He was hitting those cues. Um, he played that very well. He kept the Lucian there in the fight so he couldn't run away. Lucian tried to run at one point and he pulled him in with a hook, allowing Swin to clean up that kill. Uh, I I would just have to give it to Tai Tai. They definitely made a mistake giving him Darius both games, especially after that game one. Definitely should have been a ban they made. Um, but yeah, that was definitely a good game. A good series from Wasted Potential, being one of the newer teams in the league. Uh, Taking down the number 2 team.
Decimus, what do you think about or Tai Tai's build this game? Because he went from the
So
Triforce straight into the Thornmail.
I love the build because you can see where he realized he wasn't going to be the carry this game. Yes, he's on his one of his main champions. So most Dariuses will build the Triforce when they want to carry a game. They will build the Triforce, but you can see instead of going in Asterix, he starts building heavy defensive. He goes straight to defensive items because he realized halfway through the game, hey, I'm not the carry here. So instead, he starts building those tank items. He builds the Thornmail to stop that Olaf's healing, to stop the Vlad healing. He builds Spirit Visage to tank some of that Vlad Zyra poke and also get more healing off on his Qs. He gets the Merc Treads, so he's not slowed. I don't have his exact rune page, but I'm pretty sure he also has uh, the Tenacity runes, which is pretty standard on Darius, giving him almost like no CC and just allowing him that ability to like jump into the enemy team and hey, I'm not going to be doing damage, but I can still be a fucking nuisance. I can get in their face. I can CC them with my hook, with my slow. I can stay alive with my Qs. I can just allow my team to do the damage. That was a lot of trust placed in his team not going that safe option of the Sterix and instead going straight to defensive items. Now we saw this last game, but he didn't really need the Sterix as much. Towards the later game, I would have built it. Not sure why he didn't, but I mean, it all worked out. He was still able to put out the damage. This game, though, he didn't build it, and that's because he realized he wasn't going to be the carry. If you're not the carry on Darius, you're on kind of like almost full tank duty. I would have built the cleaver, but I felt like he had already built the Trinity when he realized he wasn't the carry of this game. Only because they have a Malphite, which would have been really good for his ADC to get that damage off onto him. But yeah, I really love how he just went straight into the defensive items. Didn't build the health damage Sterix, which you build when you want to go into the enemy team. You want to be fighting in their face. Uh, it was a pretty solid build. The Thornmail being like the probably the best item he could have built, especially with this team comp with the Olaf healing being so massive. With the Vlad on the enemy team starting to do a little bit of damage to him. It was a really good build. You got Lucian's Borg, and that's another reason. When you got that Thornmail and you know you're gonna be like the center of attention, that's another reason to just flash over that wall and get in their face because you know they're going to be autoing you, and that's going to stop their own healing, which allows Swain to come in and do this big damage that they're not going to be able to heal back. So it was just a really good decision by Darius to go in there. Um, yeah, I definitely give him the MVP. He played game one really well.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
hundred
solid
percent,
carry. And
hundred
game
percent.
two, yeah, in game two, realized, hey, I'm not the carry, but I can still help my team by being tanky, being the front line, soaking up this damage, CCing them so they can land their abilities. So definitely a very good game, very good series by Tai Tai. 100% the MVP in
Same.
my eyes.
We could bring him in here if you wanna. If you have any questions for him, if you wanna congratulate him, he is the MVP, so we could bring him in here. So let me
Sure.
throw him in here. Tai Tai, congratulations on the win. You were voted MVP.
Oh, thanks.
Did like after game one when you hard carried on Darius, did you feel disrespected they didn't ban it out on you?
Kind of, yeah. I was like, oh, you're playing with my emotions right now. Like they wanted me to sub ADC and or play ADC. And we're gonna swatch it. Fuck, I stuttered. Swap it around, and but
Please tell
yeah,
me you weren't gonna put Hokage top.
put you said Hokage
Yeah,
or
tell me you weren't gonna put him top lane.
I don't think so. I don't know exactly what we were gonna do.
Alright,
I
because
just
last time I watched him play top, the man, I'm surprised you know what another lane looks like after that last time I watched him play top. But anyways, congratulations, you played amazing. First
Thanks,
game,
man.
you were just a monster. Second game, I felt a little disrespected when they didn't pan out your Darius, especially after the performance. They did a camp you, put you behind. You went Triforce, and you realized you went full tank just to help your team out and be a frontline. So,
Yep.
really, really good that you were able to adapt from game one to game two with your build. Most people, most one tricks just build the same items over and over, and I don't think they adapt too well. And that seemed different with you today as you adapted very well between games. Just being able to switch your build around, playing that carry Darius into playing a tank Darius. Any other members or any other commentators have any questions?
Yeah,
Throw
I
it over to our
do.
Darius man.
Yeah, I do want to ask Tai Tai. Why didn't you build the Sterix game one? You were
Instead of Frozen.
healthy, like you were like why didn't you build it game one is my only question. Cause I'm also Darius main, and when you're ahead like that, you're building this Trinity, you're gonna be doing damage, you're gonna be in their face, you're gonna be carrying the team fights. You wanna stay healthy, and
Does
that
he?
Sterix
Does
really
he?
helps.
He built the frozen mallet instead of Sterex as well. Game one.
Yeah. So
So if you want to
Okay.
talk about that.
the reason I went Frozen Mallet that game was because I had such a lead. I figured as long since I only normally I go full tank depending. I'll go Triforce only for obviously to proc my passive faster or to stack my
Yeah,
passive.
yeah.
And I felt like the Frozen Mallet would have helped a lot with escapes and everything, especially with my W. The slow is just unbelievable. And I felt like I would have gone Stera, but I felt like I had such a lead that I was able to take that chance with Frozen Mallet, and it would have been a lot easier to catch people out with Frozen Mallet than if I had Sterix. Sterix would have been a lot better if I was for like team fights, obviously the shield and everything, but I felt more comfortable that game with Frozen.
Okay. Yeah, I noted it did help you stick on to some of the more, I guess,
Ranged squishies.
yeah, range squishies. Because once she hits that 6, it gets a lot harder to fight Kayle Darius. Only because she'll start kiting you out. If you
Yeah.
try and run up to her, she'll hit you with her slow. So, Frozen Mallet, probably not what I would have built, but I can understand why you built it because I built it in my games too, especially when you got those real slick, slow and run champions or kite and run champions.
Yeah.
Really helps stick on them. But yeah, I really loved your positioning in that last team fight of that last game. I love how you instantly saw the opportunity to fight some real squishy, not a lot of damage dealers in that real small area where you can stay alive with your Q. You have that Thornmail, so they're gonna stop their own healing if they decide to fight you there. Uh, the Swain was there to back you up, so that was a lot of trust putting your teammates flashing over that wall into their enemy team, hoping that the Swain would be able to back you up and you wouldn't just die there. So that was a lot of trust placed in your team. I really like that play. You capitalized on it because you knew that was going to be a good spot for you to be in. You were going to get those cues off on all three of them. It was a small area. They were going to have a hard time running from you because if they did, they were going to run right into the Swain's route. And that was a really well played last team fight there. Definitely deserving of the MVP role. And congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah, just that one thing at the last fight there. I saw that because me and Swain we were kind of going around and they were already, and then over they're still kind of back the rest of the team and then Lux was positioned over there, which I figured okay, yeah, so I could flash in, I'll hit my Q, and then Zyra, no matter what, if I take Zyra out, I feel like that's an accomplishment in the fight because that helps with the CC. So I took Zyra out, but I was a little sad because I went to ult Zyra, but she had already died to my
Yeah, I
passive,
did see that. The
and
old time
it
Malphite.
because I pressed ult there, Malphite ended up getting ulted with no stacks on him. And it ruined the flow because I could have changed my ult so well
Yeah, I
there.
kind of saw that. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
have
but
been a really
that was just
strong.
because I pressed it as she died, so instead it just won on Malphite.
Yeah, as a Darius main, I definitely have been in that moment where you want to get the ult on a squishy target. You know it's going to be the 5 stacks, and just a bigger target will just move in the way, and you'll accidentally ult them, or they'll die, and the ult still goes off on like a random. Yeah, definitely been there. Not the funnest thing in the world, but that was definitely well played. Team fight. Instead of backing off, you chose to stay there, chose to soak up that damage. You knew you had the Thorn mode to slow their healing. You knew Swim was going to be there to deal out massive damage. I really like. You noticed Lucian tried to get away at one point, but you instantly hooked him, brought him back into the fight. W'd him immediately, and your Swain was able to clean up. You died there, but you did play a huge role in keeping the majority of Ward the Bush in that small area, allowing the Swain to dish out that damage, allowing the rest of your team to deal with the Vlad. Very well played team fight, man, and
Thank you.
congratulations on your win.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, you can go back to your team chat. Definitely deserve the win with the way you guys played. Um, Actually, before you go, I do have one last question before we wrap things up.
Yep.
So your team, I think you guys lost 3 straight and now you won 3 straight. You guys are on a winning spree. You guys are now even at 3-3. Do you think this team just took a little bit just to click, and now that you guys click, you finally know what you want to do or what you guys are looking to do in these games?
Yeah, I feel like we definitely got a lot better. I think the problem was like communication at first. Some of our games, like I've noticed patches, like we'd make a call out and it was heard, but it wouldn't be registered, and people kind of still do their own thing. But I feel like it went from everyone trying to play solo queue to actually we started working together. I felt like that was a huge reason why we started winning games. And especially now that we have a few more members, we can kind of swap things up and we can kind of like play the strong suits and kind of not counter, but match up to the enemy team with our roles and who's playing.
And one last question I do have. I know last one was the last question, but you guys did go with Predator Karthus today over Mr. Butter, and it looks like when you guys struggle, Mr. Butter seems to be your fallback to guy. Do you feel like the way Predator Karthus played today, do you think your team's gonna have more like trust into him when games go on the line instead of having to sub in Mr. Butter?
Um, I feel like we can start. Yeah, we can actually rely on him pretty well. Um, I do like the way Mr. Butters plays, and I like the way he plays too. Like, I think also like the only difference I think between them two is really uh the communication. Like, not that one doesn't communicate better than the other, but just one seems more vocal about their communication. If that makes sense. I feel like running Predator Karthus will potentially be like one of our like go-tos. Well, it is our go-to, not will be. I feel like it'll be for the. I have no idea. I'm on the spot. I'm blanking. I'm
Well,
trying to
okay,
make it sound good.
I understand. He's just more vocal. He's more of a leader. And you guys said you were having some shot calling problems, so having someone who's vocal and stepping up to shot call, someone to make plays. I like to highlight, you don't always have to make the best play to win games. You just gotta make plays that all five register and do together. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things for most teams to pick up is that when you have a difference or you don't know what play to make, don't hesitate. Call a play, and if all five of you go for it, if it's not the best play, it's like the best play is whatever play you have five people go to. So it could not be
Yeah.
it won't potentially be the best call, but it's the best play if you guys all register it together. Like I said, we had Mo one day tell us that it would have been better if TSM just went to go three-man the Krugs because they just played so separately in a team fight. But
Yeah, I feel that. Especially if everyone's on their own different wavelength, it makes it so much harder because everyone just staggers themselves and everything. So being like on that same page, even if it's like an instant, kind of like go with the flow thing, but everyone understands at that moment, like kind of like that team fight, that last one. It wasn't really, we weren't trying to find the fight there, but Olaf, he kind of like he got caught there for the ward, and we were able to like we all understood at that moment that this is kind of like the time to go in, and we can change like potentially win, and that's kind of what we did.
I agree. It was a great call, and congratulations again. You can go back to your team chat, enjoy the victory, and you can say goodbye to stream. I haven't let other MVPs do that.
Bye. Have one other time.